So what's the difference between endorsements and recommendations?
That's a great question. Endorsements is the new feature that they added, and basically it is a checkbox. I can go and check a box and endorse somebody for the skills that I believe they have expertise in. Very different than recommendations, because recommendations actually require somebody to take some effort and write about you. It means that they have to go, think highly of your skills, take the time, write it out, and then post it. And when it's posted, what really makes it powerful is it's still connected to their name. So I can see who's given that recommendation. Endorsements, I'm still not sure specifically how useful they'll be. I think recommendations will always be much more useful, but I think they're there now. We have to look at those and figure out, okay, how do we use them to our advantage? And that I think is going to be the big thing with endorsements of um, can we use them to get value for our business and help us actually make new prospects uh, be attracted to us, and prospects that we already have actually become customers, and customers actually want to buy more from us. And I think there's some ways with that. I'm very interested in looking at some of the real ways I see that you can use the endorsement functionality to drive more traffic over to your profile.
Yeah, because I also get email notifications if I'm endorsed. So I do of course notice those people that have endorsed me. Um, would you say what the etiquette about this is? Are we supposed to reciprocate, or how would you handle that?
I think it's like anything else. I think most people want to reciprocate when it's done. I think that's human nature. I'm very selective on what I select for people as expertise, because I think it's an important thing not just to um, really dilute the system with checking everything off, because I don't think everybody has all those qualities that they might list. Because to me, it's that grab bag, that laundry list of here's all the skills. So what I typically do is I do look at it. I figure out what maybe one or two skills that I think that person is really good, has experience and expertise, and then I check those off. I think it is, though, a great way. If you think of it as a way to get noticed, I think what you can do is find those people you really respect out there and go out and offer them recommendations of what, sorry, endorsements of what they do. That actually brings you onto the radar with people. And remember, people do business with who they know, like, and trust. And you're building that relationship by actually reaching out to them first.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um, so other questions I got were where people are confused about endorsements for skills they didn't even enter themselves. Can you
Yeah,
shed
so
some light on that?
yeah, so for this to actually work for LinkedIn, everybody actually had to have skills. So if you hadn't had skills filled in, it caused a bit of a problem. And so what LinkedIn did, it looks like, is they went through the profiles and auto-populated skills based on what you talked about in your profile. So in mine, I noticed that there were some others that were added, things that I didn't actually put in my skills, because my skill list, because I really believe about the expertise thing, my skill list is fairly small, and mine really centers around things like sales. And I've noticed some other things in mine that led me to believe that, hey, some of this was automatically populated. And I also think we see some different things as like language or other things in there now, which we never saw before.
Right. So that means that I should go into my LinkedIn profile and take out the skills that I'm not really I don't really want to push. I mean, uh, can't even think of anything, but I mean, I've got a varied career, so I'm not that interested in some endorsements for skills that I don't really practice anymore.
Yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do. I think what you want to do is you want to narrow your skills down so that when you are getting endorsements, it's not a big laundry list again to the person reading it. they know that Fritjof is an expert in social media, knows about Twitter, and that's what they should see.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much. That helped a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.
Always a pleasure, Fritjof.